Traitors Online.
It's the ultimate game of trust and deception.
Over the next few weeks, 20 players from all across the UK are going to battle it out to become the ultimate winners of this competition.
To hopefully win this incredible game.
At night, the traitors will murder the faithfuls. It's the faithfuls' job to find out who the traitors are. Get them before they get you.
Please
Last
reveal
time.
yourself immediately.
Oh! Hell. Go fuck it, we'll take the chance, go for it.
Mike, you are joining the traitors.
The one thing I want to actually just check on is, Catherine, are you okay? Because I know you got a bit of heat there, and, you know, like, I love you, we all love you.
But
Oh no! They gave me the kiss of death.
her
Wow.
fate was sealed during yesterday's meeting. I'm instead going to throw you guys a little party. How about we play a little game then? Who do you trust the most?
Right.
It's between Dougie and Calpic. House
Oh,
Dougie and
crikey.
Calpic. Who do you trust the most?
Dougie.
Dougie. So, Sharon, you trust Dougie the most. So that leaves us with Calpic.
Yep.
You have two options. Option one, you can leave the game right now, effectively self-banishing. Or, option two, you can prove to your fellow players that you are trustworthy by putting yourself on trial.
I am 100% faithful.
So Calpic, you
Thank
have
you, guys.
a
Thank
unanimous
you.
round of yeses, therefore you will remain in the game.
Who did David say earlier? He put a negative theory into the chat earlier. Is it Chloe?
He said Chloe or I think Sarah, I think he said, didn't he?
She's well liked by pretty much everyone there. I feel like she doesn't have like any certain people that she's 100% attached to, so...
At the end of the game, if any traitors are left, they win it all.
Welcome to the Traitors.
Hello, hello, how are we?
Yeah, I'm good. How are
doing?
you?
Yes, I'm not too bad, thanks.
Oh, we're here.
You had your haircut.
Hello, it's
I did, yes. Hi,
Lovely, mate.
David.
Hiya.
How you doing, David?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Chloe.
Oh.
Kath and Lisa are asking if anyone's in yet.
Chloe.
Ah!
Oh,
Hi.
and Lisa then. Who's that
Kath and
joining?
Lisa.
I'll pick joining. Hello, how are we?
Hi, how is
Hi,
everyone?
Sarah.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Hi,
don't look
Sarah.
too bad, David. I thought you'd look a right sight.
What are you on about?
No,
Yeah, Dougie.
Sharon,
Chloe and Lisa.
Chloe and Lisa, yeah.
Is that it?
And Sharon.
I'm here.
Sharon. Oh, hi, Sharon.
He's here.
So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello, Kath.
Hi, Kath.
Hello, sorry,
Hi,
Hi.
Calpic. Hi,
I was
Dougie.
having problems with
Hello.
my camera. Sorry.
Oh, I was just counting who was here to work out who was missing, and you didn't have your
Hello.
face there, so I didn't count you. You always have your drinks in a glass, and I go just for the can.
What kind of can have you got, Sharon?
There's Lisa.
Moretti.
Lisa.
Nice, nice.
Moretti.
Yeah,
Oh, I like a Moretti or a Peroni.
yeah, I quite
Oh,
like a
Lisa's in.
What are you on?
Faye was left.
Lisa's
Who's
in.
that?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
No,
Chloe's not
Chloe.
here.
No, Chloe.
No,
Who else?
just Chloe.
Chloe, is it?
No, Chloe. Oh,
Catherine, David, Dougie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
3, 4, 5.
Chloe's gone.
So, Chloe, have been murdered by order.
Oh.
Everyone loves Chloe.
That's another thing, yeah. Everybody is getting on quite well with Chloe, so it might be another kind of bomb to them, so it might start to make them doubt themselves.
Yeah. So
that's true.
And for me, I mean, look, I'm making them second guess as best I can, and I'm doing it to a few people. I think this will help it even my case even more. But you know, at the end of the day, it's our decision together. But I think
I bring you some news.
Yeah. Oh. Oh dear.
Alright, so unfortunately, by order of the traitors, you have been murdered. It's going to be a shame to Segro. Thank you so much for playing. But there's Mum.
Thank you. Thanks for the experience.
That's alright, alright. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh god, he must be gutted.
How much you might be in theatre?
Now,
I think I've got one.
I am now going to give you guys the chance to play a little bit of a game. Now, obviously, we all loved yesterday's game. Tonight's game doesn't lead to banishments. We will be having the round table for that. This one is just a bit of a question and answer game, really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split you into two teams, a team of 4 and a team of 5.
It's now time to play a little game. I'm going to ask the group a series of questions. One half of the team will answer as a group, the other half individually. They'll then compare the answers to see who best fits the question.
So, question number 1. Who is the most likely to be a faithful?
Who is most likely to be faithful?
Out of those 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe do you think Cowpick because we all chose him yesterday? It's sort of we all said yes, or I mean, or do you think maybe Mike? What? That's who I would probably pick, either Cowpick or Mike. But what do you all think?
I must admit, if I'd gone earlier in the list yesterday of choosing somebody to trust, it would have been Mike, I think.
Yeah, and I know more like you chose Mike yesterday, didn't you? You know, when we had...
Will I choose him tonight?
True. Dougie, who did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with your 2 options.
So.
I'll go Mike.
Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike it is. Question 2. Who would you most like to be on a desert island with?
That's tricky, isn't it?
For me, probably Mike, because the Irish accent.
I think David would be quite interesting. But...
Yeah, happy to go, David.
Okay, we will lock in David there. Question 3. Who is the most likely to flirt their way to the final?
Ooh, saucy.
Ooh.
I reckon Kath.
Catherine, yeah.
Okay, I'll put down Kath. Next question. Who is the most ruthless?
Ooh.
I would say David, just because of how he went with after Debbie at one.
You did go after Debbie.
Yes.
Although Sarah's very straight, isn't she? She doesn't give a lot away.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so David or Sarah, what we saying?
I think, well, probably David, just because of how he was with Debbie.
Okay, and your final question then. Who is the most two-faced?
Ooh, two-faced.
That's like saying who's a traitor, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't.
I don't know. I really
Catherine
don't know.
or Sarah.
I don't.
We've had Catherine before, so maybe Sarah. I don't know.
That's really tricky, that one.
Oh, it's David twice.
Yeah, just go with him. Well, I don't know. Two-faced. That's a bit. That's a tough one, isn't it?
It's the only one that's not so pleasant, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's not a nice one.
I'm going to need an answer.
I mean, me personally, I probably would have said Calpic, but only because in the past he voted.
That's the only one that came to my mind, if I'm being honest with you, but that's not for any offence to be caused.
Yeah.
Just that there's lack of other options.
I know, because
I don't think he's my buddy at the moment because I didn't choose him last night.
Oh yeah, Bester Mate's coming over for a barbecue this weekend, isn't he?
All right. I'm going to lock in Calpic. Hello.
Hello.
So,
Sky.
I've just been in the breakout room. We have discussed the answers to the 5 questions. Mike, Calpic, Catherine, David, and Sarah, I need you to individually write down the answer to each question. What I'm going to do then, Mike, Calpic, Catherine, David, and Sarah, I will go around each question one at a time. I'll collect your answer in, and then I will tell you what the group decided, all right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, the first question then, who is most likely to be a faithful? Mike, what's your answer?
I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, but I said me because I know myself I'm faithful, so me.
All right. Calpic?
I've gone with Mike because I think I put myself yesterday, so I trust him.
All right. Catherine?
I also said Mike for the same reason.
David?
I said myself because the same reason that Mike's just given.
Sarah?
I've said myself because I am a faithful and I'm the only one who can guarantee that I'm a faithful.
Okay. So the group went for Mike, so that is 3 points from that question. Next question. Who would you most like to with? Mike?
I think Devo would be interesting to be in a treasure or an island with, like for the party.
All right, Calpic?
I went with David as well. We have 2 points.
Catherine?
I actually said Sarah. I can't do boys anymore.
David?
Said Sarah because I've seen the Carnage Stella in the background a couple of times. Can on last.
And finally, Sarah.
Well, I have to go with a fellow northerner. Definitely David, he'd be a laugh.
All right. The group went for David on that one, so that's another 3
Yay.
points. All right. Question 3. Who is the most likely to flirt their way to the final? Mike?
You're gonna kill me, but I said Sarah.
How dare you?
Calpic?
David.
David? Catherine?
I said David too.
David?
I've actually potentially ruined this little bit because I thought it was only 1 for 1 thing, so I didn't know you could do it twice, so I've put Mike.
Okay. And then Sarah?
Definitely David. He's a bit of a dark horse there.
All right. So there's no points there. The group actually went for Catherine.
Oh, Catherine, you saucy little thing.
Flattered?
What do you mean?
Okay. Now we're in to the slightly deeper questions. Who is the most ruthless? Mike?
Sorry, Sarah, I said you again.
Oh, really? Ruthless?
Calpic?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Went with Catherine.
Okay.
To be honest, I put Celtic as well, so we've shared that out when we teach.
David?
I said Catherine. The quiet ones or sometimes the ones you've got to watch.
And Sarah?
I've picked Catherine for no particular reason, to be honest.
Okay, that's again 0 points. The group went for David.
Ooh.
And then finally, who is the most two-faced? Mike?
I'm just clarifying here. I don't think any of us are two-faced, but I put Catherine here.
Calpic?
I put Catherine as well.
Catherine?
I actually put myself because I didn't like to call anyone else in, so I thought I'll take it.
David?
I put Calpic because obviously he was the last one I hadn't picked for anything else.
And then Sarah.
I don't think any of you are, but I think I know Catherine the least, so I've put Catherine.
Okay. The group got 1 point there. The other group went for Calpic. So that's the first 5 questions out of the way. We're now going to reverse roles. So
It was now time to reverse the roles of the game with a new set of questions.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You guys are going to get different questions, but it's the same principle. You guys are now going to decide unanimously. This is more of an open discussion who you're going to vote for. Okay, so you guys have got Lisa, Dougie, Morag, and Sharon as your 4 that you can choose from. First question. Who is the most likely to Google themselves?
Right. So what do you think?
I wouldn't think any of them.
I know, it's like...
I just went with Dougie because he just looks like he's online the most. That's pretty much it.
Fair enough.
Nothing else.
Yeah,
And he's looking for a job.
yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
if
Next question. Who is the most gullible? What we thinking?
I
Why?
don't think it's Lisa. I don't think Lisa, because when she's got to be in her bonnet, she'll keep going. You know what I mean? So, I mean that in a nice way.
Yeah.
But I don't think she would be gullible enough to be, oh, look, shiny thing, and forget what she's targeted herself on.
Yeah, it's a hard one, that. I
No
genuinely
more
don't know.
intelligent. I think she could be kind of ditzy.
I don't know much about Morag, but I think she's clever.
Yeah.
And she sits back and watches.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, I would have gone with Lisa just from... I know she's, very excitable. But when things are said to her, she'll go, oh, well, that's that theory out the window. And then she'll go on to something else. And
Okay, I need an answer.
I'll go to your logic if that's what you all think.
Go for Lisa then.
Lisa. Okay. Next question. Who is the most forgettable?
Ooh, that's not nice.
Ruthless.
Oh, that's harsh.
That is harsh.
I'll probably
really-
put myself forward for this one. I think we might think Sharon, because I used to get her and Sandra mixed up so much that's the only thing I can think of.
I did as well, to be honest.
So
And Lisa, sorry.
I don't think we'll forget Lisa because she's very vocal. We won't forget Dougie for obvious reasons. So it's between Morag and Sharon. What does everybody think?
And Morag,
I haven't spoken to Morag like much, but I'm in a group with Sharon, so I don't know.
but Morag did the Zoom for us all, and Morag's got the castle behind, so that's what makes her more stand out to me.
I think Sharon personally, but
Okay. I'm going to put down Sharon. Penultimate question then. Who has the most influence?
Lisa.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Just because she's
so
vocal.
Yeah.
And she questions everything.
Okay.
So
I'm going to take Lisa. And then finally, who is the most deserving to win the game?
I think Lisa.
I'll probably say Lisa again because she's been so vocal.
Oh, and puts everything under her all, like.
Okay. I'm going to take Lisa. I'm now going to close the rooms and we will go and ask the other group. So I'm now going to come round one at a time and get your answers in. Each similar question, but each question that you answer similarly, you guys get a point. Okay. So, first up then, we will go to Lisa. Question number 1 was, who is the most likely to Google themselves?
I put Sharon.
Sharon? Dougie?
I actually put myself because I have Googled myself.
Morag?
I put myself, I've Googled myself.
And Sharon?
I put Big Ducky.
Okay. 2 points there. The group chose Dougie. Next question. Who is the most gullible? Lisa?
Put myself.
Dougie?
I don't mean offence with it. I said Sharon. Sorry.
Morag?
Me.
And then Sharon.
I said me as well, so don't worry, Dougie.
Hey, 1 point there. The group chose Lisa. Who is the most forgetful? Lisa.
I put Sharon.
Dougie?
It was forgettable, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah.
I said Morag. Sorry.
Okay.
Sharon?
I said me.
And then Morag.
I said Sharon, sorry.
3 points there. The group chose Sharon.
Oh.
Who has the most influence? Lisa.
I put myself.
Dougie?
Lisa.
Pardon?
Lisa.
Sharon?
I said Lisa.
And then Morag.
Full house, Lisa.
Oh God, is that a good thing or not?
And you all were right. The group selected Lisa. And finally, who's the most deserving to win the game? Lisa?
Myself.
Dougie?
Said me because I've been busting my arse off.
Morag?
Sharon.
And Sharon.
I said Morag.
Oh.
1 point there. They chose Lisa.
Oh.
Now, at the end of that game, hopefully that's been useful to some of the faithfuls. You can see who is trusted the least. It's also hopefully been useful to the traitors. Now, let's move on to the round table. The traitors have been manipulating and murdering. This is your chance to catch one out. Who would like to begin the discussion this evening?
Shall I start? Because I think it's pretty obvious what I think. I think it's Dougie. I don't even need to really say my reasons why. I think it's been in the chat pretty much this afternoon. So that's just my thinking. And it's not even just based on what obviously happened this afternoon. It's based on the last few days. As like you agree, Dougie, you know, I've been questioning you, and I just can't get this niggle out, this gut feeling. So, and if I'm wrong, I will be genuinely really upset. But I just can't get this niggle out of my head.
As I've said before, I've answered all questions, queries, concerns, complaints, recommendations, of which there have been very, very few, if none. Don't know what more to tell you. Banish me.
No, I do second that, and I feel that too. I feel like throughout the game, you know, at the very start, Dougie was very, very quiet. You know, he wasn't really acknowledging much of the chat. But as the days have went on and his names came up more and more often, he's been reading the chats over and over. And yeah, and he's been starting to kind of work his way into the chats. You know, whenever people have been questioning and stuff, at the very start, it was kind of like, I'm comparing it to Debbie. Do you know, whenever we were questioning Debbie, and Debbie was all like, yeah, think what you want. Then, as you know, it was getting closer and closer to us eliminating her. She started to get a voice, she started to become more vocal, and I feel this is why Dougie's going.
It's easier to be involved in a conversation with less people than there is with more. And I'm sure you all will agree with that. You got 20 people typing at the same time.
Can I just quickly clarify, like, what happened with the whole Calpic and Sharon thing last night? Because obviously that's caused a little bit of a niggle for me, and
And when it came to me, I was just left with Dougie and Calpic. Now, I had been during the day saying that Dougie was on my list, and I do actually think that Calpic is a faithful. However, I expected whichever one I didn't choose was going to get the opportunity to be able to talk. And we hadn't heard a lot from Calpic. However, Dougie had been saying the same thing time and time again. So I really didn't feel, if I chose Calpic and Dougie had to do the talking, I didn't really feel we were going to learn anything new because he'd said it all before. So for that reason and that reason only, I chose Dougie so that Calpic could speak. But I mean, I literally had a choice of two. I just didn't know what to do.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but with respect, that doesn't make sense to me. The question was, who do you trust the most? Not who do you want to hear from? It was who do you trust the most? And it doesn't make sense to me that. I mean, you know, maybe you're right, Sharon. Maybe what you're saying is true. But it doesn't make sense to me because the question was, who do you trust the most?
And then none of the traitors said anything about Sharon ever. I mean, the ones who have gone in the past. So
that's because I'm forgettable, isn't it?
Oh, don't say that, Sharon.
Well, you've all proved that that's true by this evening, haven't you?
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm a flirt, you know, so.
Everything I can say that I was faithful yesterday and today they said I'm two-faced, so I can say the same thing. So someone is playing a game.
You're faithful but two-faced.
Yes. So
I've got one thing to add because no one's asked me who I think a traitor is tonight. They've normally done that.
I asked what everybody thought today. First thing this morning, I come out to say exactly who I thought.
And there's a reason I didn't
asked
respond to that.
Opinions so that we could get an idea of who's on whose side, and maybe we could get an idea of who was a traitor or not. So that question was asked.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. And there's a reason I don't respond to those kind of messages, because when you're typing something and you receive it via a messenger, you get a chance to think about your answers. But if you discuss it in an open group like this with lots of people, people have to think on their feet. More likely to trip up. It's happened to Debbie, it's happened to Ethan. So, I think, and I actually think I know who a traitor is. Now, before I say the person's name, I'm going to talk through a scenario with all of you faithfuls, my fellow faithfuls here. Right. So, a while back, there was a person, no longer with us, and they had someone's name on their mind that they spread out throughout the entire group. They managed to convince a large chunk of them to vote for a specific person, which is exactly what happened. After that, there was heat on that person, and that person then sprouted random names left, right, and center, pretty much covering the whole board, give or take 2 or 3 names. That person was Ethan. Ethan was a traitor. And there's someone here who's done exactly the same thing, and that person is Lisa. Now, not accusing, I'm just saying, let's look at the similarities. They're there for you to all see.
No.
So consider that my parting gift.
Your parting gift? Your parting gift? Did you... Hang on. You just said your parting gift, so are you saying you're a traitor?
Well, I know I'm going tonight, so whether I'm a traitor or a faithful, it doesn't matter, because it's pretty clear what's going to happen this evening. Consider that my parting gift.
Well,
that's true.
That's absolute. I am 100% faithful. I am, and
you have to admit though that your behaviour is exactly the same as another traitor.
By doing what? Throwing people's names out.
Well, you think about it. You've been relatively so over the last few days. You've been relatively stuck on my name.
Yes.
You did that to Sandra. Obviously, it wasn't over the same amount of time, but he convinced us all to vote for that person. The difference,
Okay, you've pretty much admitted now, and if everybody agrees that you're a traitor, you pretty much admitted. If you're a traitor and I'm a traitor, why the hell would I go after you for a week? I'd be saving your ass if I was a traitor.
Would you?
Do you know what? You're a sore loser. You know I've been on to you. You're gutted I found you the traitors, and you're trying to turn people now to get me out.
No.
Good try, but I'm telling you now. Well, you'll all see on whenever anyway. I am 100%.
I'm just saying your behaviour is exactly the same as another traitor's.
I've called you out and you've seen your arse. If I was a traitor, I'd be telling everybody, oh my God, no, it's definitely not Dougie. Let's look at Calpic, or let's look at, I don't know, Morag or Sharon. I'd be saving your arse. There's no way.
It's clear in the other series that traitors
on and off, on and off. Today I've doubted, thinking, oh my God, is it? Dougie's answered so well. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. He even said to my husband, oh my God, I'm going to feel awful if I'm wrong. You have just shown me now. You've just said, I can't even really remember what you've just said. You've just admitted to being a traitor. If I was a traitor 3 or 4 days ago when I'm throwing your name out, there's no way I'd be saying that if I was a traitor, because I'd have your back.
Don't believe
Absolutely love it. Love it. Oh,
Okay.
He's a traitor, everybody. I'm telling you now, he is. And I am faithful.
Right.
I am faithful.
As was Ethan, right?
Okay.
I am faithful.
Right.
Oh, I hope I am right. I hope I am right. If I'm wrong, I'm gutted. Sorry, I'm having a two-way conversation.
Any other names to throw out there this evening? Nope. Okay. The time for talk is now over. Each write down individually the name of who you are voting for, and I will come around one at a time to get your vote and a reason for your vote. Okay. This evening we will start with you, Dougie. Who are you voting for and why?
I wonder. I think it's clear that this person's gameplay was exactly the same as another traitor. Lisa, you are a traitor.
Oh my God, if I was a traitor. No, I know, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Dougie. Mike, you are next. Who are you voting for this evening and why?
So I've explained my reasons and I'm going with Dougie.
Okay. David, I'd like you to go next, please. Who are you voting for this evening and why?
I'm going for Dougie, and I'm thinking if he is a traitor, then possibly Sharon is as well. Sorry.
Okay. Calpic, who are you voting for this evening and why?
Yeah, I'm voting for Dougie as well. And I have my obvious reason, and I agree with David. If Dougie is a traitor, then Sharon is as well.
Okay. Lisa, then, you are up next. Who are you voting for this evening and why?
As I've been saying for days, and I know I'm right based on tonight, it's Dougie. And if you're faithful, then my God, then you're just not a nice person if you're faithful.
Okay. Kath, who are you voting for this evening and why?
Dougie, basically everything that everybody's just said.
Okay. Morag, who are you going for this evening and why? Oh, okay.
Because of, as Dougie explained, behaviours.
Okay. Next up then, we will go to Sarah.
Yeah, again, it's so bloody tricky. But yeah, I'm going to go with Dougie just on everything that was explained and the behaviour this afternoon.
Okay.
And his ally is Sharon or Morag.
Okay, and then finally, Sharon, what are you going for this evening and why?
I'm going for Dougie just on the rest of the evidence that I've heard.
Okay, so it's 2 votes for Lisa, 7 to Dougie. So therefore, Dougie, you will be leaving the game tonight. Now, before you do, it's time to reveal to the group your role in the game.
It was a fantastic ride. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Surprised I actually lasted this long. I am the original traitor.
Knew it.
Okay. Thank you, Dougie.
So to say thank you firstly to you, Carl, obviously. It's been a fantastic experience. No hard feelings, it was just a game at the end. You know, I had fun playing it. I'm just glad I can go back to being honest now. It's just so it's so much hard work. And obviously, you know, to my fellow traitor, I hope, you know, you're not gonna catch her because you're not gonna catch her or him because you do really well.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dougie, for joining us. You have been banished, and therefore your time on the game is over.
What is it with the traitors and like being sore losers?
Lisa, big sorry. He what did I say? I'm the most gullible. He suckered me in.
But why did he call you a bully if he was a traitor? Why? I don't get it.
Honestly, I could understand it if he was faithful.
Yes.
So I've been obviously in tears this afternoon. Like this game's got in my head.
I know.
I swear to you all, I am faithful. And he's done that. He said that as a revenge thing. And I hope you all don't fall for it. Because in a couple of days, you're going to find out. You're going to see as I'm murdered, which I probably will be tonight. Morag, I'm thinking you now.
He's just slipped up though, hasn't he? Because he just said it was a her.
So it's either Sharon Morag or Catherine.
There's no way it's Calpic, Mike, Sarah, or Catherine in my eyes.
Just said it said her. Do you know what? I'm sorry, but I was upset this afternoon with his behaviour, and now that I know that he's a traitor, I'm even more upset.
Yes, 100%.
I
100% to speak to you like that, Lisa, is disgusting. Knowing that he was a traitor, it's so rude. Sorry, but terrible.
Honestly, I swear to you all, I'm faithful. And the fact he said that to try and get to me, yes, it's a game, but it's a bit of a sick game.
Wow.
Well, you guys are the semi-finalists. There are 2 rounds left of the game. Saying that, you're not all semi-finalists because someone will be getting murdered tonight. Now, I'll give you a few more minutes for the grandfather clock time, and then you'll need to leave the Zoom in.
Are we all thinking there's just one traitor left now?
I think he
yes,
slipped up.
he said, didn't he?
Oh, he said it's a traitor.
Well, he said her.
He said her. You'll not catch her or her and him. It's a woman.
But is he that clever that he would deliberately say that?
And I hope it's not more. I really hope it's not.
No, I didn't. I don't think he did, Catherine, because
I don't know.
Not from. He must be an actor. If he did that on purpose, he'd be an actor. Because I think that was genuine. He slipped up genuinely there.
That's a loser saying all that this afternoon, and he was a traitor.
Yeah, disgusting.
That is bad. There's a way to play this game, but that it might be.
Before.
Debbie took it so well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a bloody game. But...
Now, Dougie would have had the shield, but he was murdered. It's now time for the traitors to meet to discuss their final victim.
Well, hello both.
Hello.
Mike, I can't see you. Does your camera on?
There we go.
Hello.
Well, you guys have lost another traitor. Dougie has been banished. Now, there's 2 of you left. How do you think your chances are of making it to the final?
Well, I think Dougie's just done a massive favour there.
Good favour there. It has. We said the traitor and she, so it totally blew our gender off. So hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we need another murder victim.
Do we keep the older ones, but then
Exactly.
do we keep the older people in because they're getting suspected at the minute? You know, Lisa and Sarah, I'm afraid, are quite trusted in the group, but the likes of Morak, Cass,
Well,
you know?
well, the thing is, right, Calpic is not going to get voted off now. So I think he's a potential.
Yeah.
And Sarah.
What, keep them in?
Well, no, I like potential murdering them off. Obviously, I think Sarah's brilliant. Like, honestly, what a lovely, lovely woman and hilarious and really good crack. So I would like her to stay in just for that. But in terms of the game, they're going to be totally shocked, and Lisa's going to be like, "What the hell? Sarah's been murdered," but then Calvin won't be getting voted out. So I think it's between.
To keep it Sarah, because Sarah and Lisa are close, and it's two sets of eyes on us because we're all close.
Yeah. So what do you think? You can choose, mate. Do you think Sarah or Calvin? I'm happy with either. But I think it's pointless the other ones because they're all under suspicion.
Really, it's such a tough decision because it depends what way they're all going to react to it as well.
I know.
Because obviously, you know, with Cal Pig, he doesn't really have any ties, but with Sarah, you know, if Sarah gets murdered, Lisa's going to look further into it as well. But then, oh God, Sarah's inviting us to the group chat.
Alright, guys, you want to join that now and just obviously don't change screen.
Yeah.
Now, after Sarah's surprise call, the traitors regrouped to continue their decision making.
Alright. So, back to the murder victim. Who are we thinking of going for?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, sorry, back. What are you thinking of, Michael?
I really don't know because I think the three older ones should be left in to kind of make this a mystery because, like, obviously Lisa and suspects, you know, in one of the three, so it'll make it harder for her, you know, and if we were to pick Sarah out, then I feel if Sarah's out, Lisa's going to dig more.
Right, so do you want to... I personally think it should either be Calvic, Lisa or Sarah, because that'll just heighten the suspicion more against the other girl.
And so, the traitor's victim has been selected. Let's go and deliver the news now. I can't wait.
In Calvic, Sarah and Lisa, obviously I love the partner with Sarah and Lisa though, so I don't want them to go for that. But, yeah, man.
But I think them two are very good together, Sarah and Lisa. I think if Lisa or Sarah, one of them loses each other to them, it might be
one of them two.
Next time.
At the final hurdle.
But I just wasn't expecting that response with being called a traitor, so...
Mention it before because I didn't know whether I would have been murdered by now.
I will not betray you.
I will not betray you.